Hey y'all, let's unbox my new food dehydrator. This is a first for me. I've never used a dehydrator, but I thought, why not venture into this? This dehydrator is a 240-watt, 5 tray, very simple operation electric dehydrator. It does come in another option with digital buttons to control it. But I decided to go with the knobs instead of the digital just because I thought it would have less quirks if I went with the simple route. This one was $50. I did purchase it on Amazon. The electronic one with the digital timer is $60. So I'm just pulling everything out of the box. You guys see, I've not opened it before. It does have a user manual. It's got a 1 year warranty, and it also comes with a nice little recipe book to give you some ideas on some things to dehydrate. I do love some beef jerky and even some turkey jerky, but I don't know if I'm brave enough to venture into drying meats just yet. I got it specifically for dehydrating my harvests and preparing vegetable powders and seasonings and such like that. Now let's get to the good part. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box. You see, it is packaged very well in a bubble wrap, and it does have some cardboard on the sides to keep it from shuffling around in the box. Nothing was loose. It was delivered just the way it came here in the manufacturer's box. And so far, so good. I see no problems with it. Now, one thing I did notice about the lid is that the knob to grip and lift the lid off is very shallow. So I don't have the tiniest hands. This was a little difficult to grip, but I was able to get it with the tips of my fingers. If you've got larger fingers, you'd probably want to just lift the lid up by the sides rather than trying to use this little makeshift knob handle that they've got on top. The 5 plastic trays are dishwasher safe, and the holes in there that allow the air to flow probably maybe a little bit big for certain things that may fall through there as the things are drying. But I think all in all, this thing is going to be pretty good to use. harvested some celery. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate. I'm going to go ahead and get that chopped up. I will be drying some just to use in soups and stews. And then I'll also be drying the greens and a little bit of the stems to make celery powder.
Leute sagen, Rap sei einfach. Man redet einfach, bis sich irgendwas gereimt hat. Denkt einfach, ob das funktioniert. Hey, Sticky, ich will auch mal probieren. Leute sagen, Rap sei einfach. Man redet einfach, bis sich irgendwas gereimt hat. Denkt einfach, oh.
It looks like a whole lot of celery, but once it's all dried and powdered down, it's really not going to be that much. Just going to go ahead and get these blanched and prepare them for drying. The blanching process is just to maintain the taste, color, and texture so that as it goes through this process, it doesn't come out like with weird colors or some funky taste when you go back to use it. After 6 hours, the stems of the stalks were completely dried, so I went ahead and removed those. So you see I have two empty trays here. That is because those stems have already been removed. The greens actually had more water in them and it took much longer for those to finish. It was 2:30 in the morning when I had to come out and turn off the dehydrator. So that's it. I ended up vacuum sealing one container of celery powder and three small packages of celery stalks that I'll use for cooking. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll see you soon.